buy this book.
Yay!
This is the Bestseller Code by Jodie Archer and Matthew L. Jockers. It's a great book. The tagline is, "What if a machine could discover the next blockbuster novel?" This is a great book whether you're an avid reader or a writer, I think. So what they've done is they've taken a large amount of best-selling novels, and by best-selling they mean that they've been on the New York Times bestseller list. And then this mathematician, Matthew Jockers, he's developed an algorithm, which is just like a computer program. So they've taken all these manuscripts, fed them into the algorithm, along with ones that didn't best-sell, and after they taught it to identify the best-selling ones, they'd then put books through it, and then it'd give them a rating as to whether it's going to be a bestseller. And they claim this algorithm will detect whether a book's a bestseller to 80% accuracy. So what this means for the publishing world is the commissioning editor, who normally would go out and find books and commission them and sign them up and publish them, these two claim that they have a success rate of getting a bestseller at less than 0.5%. So that's less than 0.5% of books that a commissioning editor finds and picks up go on to be bestsellers, and the rest don't. So what they're saying now is if this algorithm was to be used by a publisher, you could put people's manuscripts into it and it'd give you a percentage of likelihood of whether it's going to actually go on and become a bestseller based on sort of the story themes, the words used, the way they're used. And yeah, it's just a really good book. Whether you're a reader and you want to know why bestsellers are bestsellers and the sort of code behind them, that's obviously interesting. And if you're a writer, it's good to just know kind of what works in a bestseller and what doesn't. Whether you choose to then take the advice from this and use it as your writing Bible, that's up to you. But I mean, you could read this, take some really good advice from it. I know I have. And yeah, there's some really surprising things in there. So, for example, 50 Shades of Grey, widely considered to be bad writing, but yet sold millions and however many copies. This says that it's a bestseller, and it detected that it was a bestseller, and it explains why 50 Shades of Grey is actually a good book. And some other surprising things that it reveals is, for example, sex doesn't actually sell. It's more the closeness and intimacy, two people talking, having a conversation. Books that have quite a lot of sex scenes in them don't have that. And then you might be thinking, hang on, you just mentioned 50 Shades of Grey. There is a lot of sex in that, obviously, but there is also the closeness. So the main character, I can't remember what she's called, but she goes and talks to her mother, her friends and stuff, so it's that human closeness that brings it together. And obviously sex is just kind of background noise, even though it is kind of the whole point of the book. They also say that someone at the Sunday Times, I think it was, they got a tip off that Robert Galbraith was actually J.K. Rowling. So then using a similar algorithm, I don't know if it was this exact one, I can't remember, but they put J.K. Rowling and Robert Galbraith into the system and compared her writing style. So even though it went from children's to adults, it was still her. It was still her DNA, and her fingerprints were all over that book, her writing style thing. So this detected that Robert Galbraith was J.K. Rowling before anyone even knew. And obviously, it wouldn't be a good algorithm that gives people scores if it can't tell you what the best book is. And it's one I've never heard of, and it's one of the authors never heard of either, and I will tell you what it is. The top one was Dave Eggers' The Circle. Now, I'd never heard of it, the authors had never heard of it, but they said they read it, and it was amazing, so now obviously I'm going to go read it, and it should be amazing. Top 5, if you're interested, are Dave Eggers' The Circle at number 1. Number 2 is Jodi Picoult, if that's how you say it, House Rules. Number 3 is Mariah Semple, Where'd You Go Bernadette? Number 4 is Michael Connolly, The Burning Room. And number 5 is David Abaladaci, The Hit. Very, very good book, and you should go buy it. Where will you buy it, you should ask? Well, there are links in the description. Those links, they don't cost you anything extra to purchase from them, but I'll get a little bit of commission, and that helps keep this page running and the website running. I'm also giving away a brand new Kindle Fire. All you've got to do is hit the subscribe button down there, comment on any of the videos, probably this one because you're already on it, and it is brand new. It's the one with 8 gig, it's got cameras on it, it's the latest one that you can get on Amazon. And the quicker I hit the subscribe account and give this away, I'll get another one, and then we'll just keep on doing it, hitting these goals. Let's get this channel big. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hi guys, so I've got something to tell you. I should have been coming home from the Frankfurt Book Fair today, but I'm not.